Right. Hello, everyone. I am back. Apologies for get my microphone. Apologies for not appearing last week and the delay today as well. Last week I was on holiday, so apologies. I didn't make any announcement to say about it. And today I'm delayed only because I had to work late. So again, yeah, that's the reason why I'm late. And well, things happens. But without further delay, let's do our come workouts live with me workout. Again, we're going to do 50 push-ups, 10 reps per set, so 5 sets in total. And at the end, we should, if we have time, we can do some squats as well. Because you never skip leg day. You shouldn't skip leg day anyway. Anyway, without further ado, let's do our push-ups. I'm just going to reset the camera angle so you can see me while doing push-ups. And if you are willing to, come follow me along as well while we're doing this workout. Oh, it's been a while since I last workout. Three, four, six, eight, oh my goodness. It's been a while since I've done body weight workout. For those of you who don't know who I am, my name is Anime Mask Guy. I do this come work out live with me every Monday around I start around either 6:30 or 7 o'clock in PM. If not, there are times where I may delay it quite late, like today at around 8 PM. I mean, it's due. Well, fortunately, my work has made me work a bit longer than I expected. So here we are. But anyway, how are you all doing on this fine evening? I hope you're all doing well because my goodness, today work was a bit of a doozy. Uh, for me, myself, I am a team leader for working as a customer service. So I have to handle teams and members and all that stuff. It's not easy, unfortunately, as you find it that when you're in the workplace, especially becoming a team leader yourself, you ended up having to deal with children's again, except that these are adults. And you have to be very diplomatic in the way you speak to them. But you can't talk to them like a child because they will take it very offensively. But they act like a child, so you inadvertently treat them like a child. But you don't want to, but the way their behavior is like one. So what can I do? So, well, I have to learn a lot of skills in order how to approach them, speak to them, make them understand why certain things happens and how we can deal with it, so on and so forth. But I tell you, being a 30 plus year old man myself, I never expect that I will have to look after children or adult children in my lifetime. I mean, working customer service is already hard enough. We had to deal with very unique people as well, and having to deal with very unique kind of stupidity, I should say, as well. But now obviously when you finish talking to those customers, you is happy because they are gone. They don't need to, you don't see them ever again unless they're returning customers. That's a different issue. But main thing is that most of the customers are, you see them once or twice at most, and you'll never see them ever again, and you hoped you would never have to deal with them ever again. And I said again, aside from returning customers, that's the unfortunate ones. But normally us returning customers tend to be better. However, when you have colleagues who's, for lack of better words, children who act like children, doesn't make workplace a lot easier for you to handle or mentally be prepared for as well. It's just so yeah, that's why unfortunately today I just a bit more work have to do and get things done and all that. It's just yeah. I'm glad it's all over now, but as you can tell from the time and everything, I have to get things on. I have to do quite a lot of things. Still have to do some editing for my videos. Whew. But anyway, let's do our second set. Round two, another 10 reps. Here we go. All right, here we go. One, two, three, four, five, 6, 7, 8, 9. Ooh, my goodness. Oh, it doesn't get easier, does it? Oh, working out. It's definitely is tough to work out. But I'm hoping that you can overcome it and you will also be a better version of yourself than you were yesterday. So keep on moving forward, keep on striving forward as well. Oh, right. Oh. Well, I have something I want to share today as well. I've learned this. Well, I learned this a long time, but it's also a great refresher for my mentality. Is well, last week coming back from holiday again, and then going straight back to working out, going to the gym, editing, work, and all that stuff. It is very difficult because you're in the holiday mood. You want to have fun. You want to carry on enjoying your life. But you have to go back to reality because you've got bills to pay. And I tell you, there's a lot of bills to pay as an adult. But nonetheless, I have to persevere, push myself forward to do what I don't like doing. And again, don't like my job. I'm job hunting currently, and I feel like there is a job prospect, but I told them I can't make it to the interview because I can't get the day off. So it's a bit of a doozy, that one. I may or may not, because they seem like they like me very much. I like to assume they like me very much and they want me on board. But fortunately, I just can't make it to the interview that a date that they scheduled for me. Nonetheless, I was talking about is getting back into like the habit, the your daily routine. That's the word of what you normally do, rather or instead of going on holiday. You can relax and all that stuff, but going back into the daily grind, the daily routine. It was difficult, I tell you, waking up the next morning, early in the next morning as well, because you have to get back into the routine. You try to sleep early the night before, but it fails because you're so used to sleeping later, and you can wake up later as well. So unfortunately, you have a very late night. Waking up the next morning, you feel very groggy, tired to the point where you feel like maybe I should call in sick. But no, I didn't because I used to do that a lot. So I just call in sick. I don't want to go to work. But it got to the point where I can only do so much. I can only say that so many times to the point where, okay, company's going to see that I'm not very serious with my job, and I'm going to lose my job, and I'm going to end up not having no money. I can't enjoy things what I want to do when I have the money to spend, and I got bills to pay as well. So obviously I have to push myself to get out of bed and go to work, despite I don't want to, my mind is telling me you can just take one day off. It's no problem, no biggie. Just say you're sick. But no, I push myself. I have to go to work because it's a type of discipline in your mind that you have to keep on retraining yourself. You have to keep on doing it. Because if you, the moment you become lackluster on your discipline, your routinely mindset of being a person with integrity, you start to lose all kinds of respect for yourself. You're not losing respect from people. Obviously, it is. That's definitely you're going to lose respect from people. But the one that you're going to lose respect from the most is yourself. And because you're losing a lack of respect and integrity on yourself, you become a very lackluster person with no personality and a person with, let's just say, no trust, basically. And because of that, I've learned that I need to keep on persevering. I can't lose integrity in myself, and I have to have faith and hope that all this grind I am doing right now will lead to something eventually, which is why I'm doing social media, because I'm hoping at some point this will lead to something in the future. Now, mainly what I'm trying to say before I waste any too many times, is too much time and go into my third set, is that really is that we have to persevere. We have to not give up as well. If we easily give up, we're gonna not be able to complete what we wanted to do, and we end up becoming a very lazy person that will never achieve anything in their life. And another thing I've also learned as well, you never have a perfect head start. You will never have a perfect time, a timing or a moment where you feel like this is the perfect moment, perfect situation to do whatever it is that you want to strive and achieve. You have to start from somewhere. And for me, I've learned that I'm starting from rock bottom. I have no experience in streaming. As you probably can tell, I am terrible at streaming. I have no experience on whatsoever. The software, I'm still trying to learn how to use it. Editing, as a start, I did learn editing back in my college days, but I haven't used it for a very long time. So I'm relearning myself how to edit, how to how to film in a very a cinematic way, how to get the different shots, creating storylines, all these stuff. You know, I'm relearning all these skills and everything. And because of that, all these failures I am experiencing right now is going to lead to me to be successful in the future. I can't see it right now because, well, it's a success that you have to eventually, you know, reach to in the future. Success doesn't happen overnight. Yes, some people you can see that people can be successful very luckily, but that is also down to luck. And for average people with, well, basically, if we put this down like a skill based game like RPG, we probably either have zero percentage or zero stats on the luck, or a negative point on the luck status. So, especially myself, I find that I have no luck whatsoever. Trying to like find new jobs and all that time. I've applied many jobs actually. I think I've applied over 500 jobs for the past 2 years or more even, but no luck whatsoever. But anyway, what I'm trying to say is that while yes, there are some people that can find success overnight whatsoever, that's down to luck. But for the people that has found success in the future or just now or something like that, you don't know what they've put into to make themselves successful. Same way as you and I, we don't know each other, but at some point we are going to be successful as long you don't give up and you're determined to to see yourself finishing to of whatever project you're doing. And that's what I'm doing right now. I'm going to be determined to finish the project I started. Because I've started many projects, but I never saw the end to it. So with this social media project I'm doing right now, I've done 2 to 3 years. I'm going to see to the end whether I fail or not, I know I at least started it and I saw it to the end. I know for a fact that I've at least done the best I can, if that makes sense. But anyway, enough of me yapping. On to the third set of doing 10 reps per set. Third set it is. Oh, for those of you who don't know, I'm doing push-ups right now, so it's the third set. You are more than welcome to join me to do some push-ups together. Oh, all right then. Oh, you can hear that? That's my knee cracking. Oh, I am old. Oh, two, oh, 6, 7, 8. Oh, oh God. Oh my goodness. Oh, old man incoming. Oh my goodness. I am getting old. Oh, for those of you who are under 30, count your blessings because, my goodness, your stamina decrease, your joints hurt, your back especially, is a killer. No one has ever told me your lower back would give out that quickly. So, all of you that are training, oh, let me catch your breath. Okay, so all of you that are training or whatever, train your back. Reinforce your back as much as you can. So once you go into your 30, you are prepared for the dynamic changes in your body. Because like I said, no one has ever told me or prepared me for the changes that is to come when I become 30. It's like hitting puberty, except this is more like hitting old man syndrome. So yes, for those of you that's in your 20s or younger, train your back. And I mean train it good. Do lots of stretches, do a lot of dynamic stretches, use mobility exercises whatsoever, weightlifting exercises on your back. Reinforce that back, especially the lower back. Because my goodness, that is the most important part for a man. Because seriously, we're getting up, doing just squatting down, going up, bending my back. Oh, I feel like I'm entering the gates of heaven all of a sudden. Every time I feel my back is about to break. So yes, my advice as a 30-plus-year-old man to all of you that's under 30, train your back as much as you can. Do a lot of dynamic stretches, dynamic form of movements whatsoever. Keep that back strong. Okay. Whew. Right. How is everyone doing with their workout? Doing all right? Yeah. All right. Oh, right. Well, what else can I talk about? Can't think of anything right now, but I can definitely say that being an adult is not easy, and I definitely know that for a fact. Now I've done a lot of adulting for 10 plus years. It's hard, and for those of you that's still trying to figure out what you want to do or figure out who you are, I do feel for the loss that you feel that you are experiencing because that's how I felt when I was in my 20s. I felt completely lost. I have no goals. I have no kind of motivation or drive to achieve or look at, for instance. And I wish now that with my sudden mindset that I have, I wish I was able to transfer it back into the past when I was in my 20s. But what can we do? Time has gone by, so the only thing I can do is um, claim the time that I have now, make the most of it as well. So for those of you who's in this situation, make the most of what you can do with your time. One thing I'll definitely say, if you are in your 20s, don't go chasing after girls especially, or guys, or whatever, or if whichever you swing. But mainly for me as a straight man, I was chasing a lot of women when I was in my 20s, and I like to say I have successfully courted quite a few women in my life, and I'm not trying to boast anything, but I'm saying, I've done some successful courting. But mainly, I'm trying to say is that in my 20s, I've only focused myself on chasing after women and just going from one woman to another just to feel the euphoria of, well, let's just say coitus and, the feeling of being in a relationship with a woman. But the problem is that because of my soul and energy, my finances especially was focused on them. I one didn't save much money for myself in my 30s now, and two, I've used up so much of my energy just you know going around with women. I wish I spent that that amount of energy I had back then to do what I am doing right now. And I want to say to you all in your 20s, don't be tempted by, let's just say, succubus, okay? Because we all want the, very nice, voluptuous woman, and very good looking as well with their face, and always want to go after something that looks good and feels good. And because of our bodily flesh that we are so easily tempted and fall into, we've become mindless zombies that we've only chasing after the feel, the high that we can only seek after once we attained it. And once you attained it, you want to seek a next high of that feeling that you just attained. It's a bit like a drug, and unfortunately, it is a very potent drug, especially when it comes to it's a very strong euphoria that no one can really explain. But once you've done it once, you want to keep on popping it. But thing is, what I'm trying to say is that don't allow your bodily flesh, that feel of what your body just is seeking for, overcome you and control you even. Don't allow it to control you. Be the master of your own body and be the master of your mind as well. Don't allow these fleeting moments of your feelings really to overcome you and overtake your mind. So yeah, I don't know. I won't have anything to say about what can you focus on or what kind of goals you would do. Fortunately, I don't have an advice for that. The only thing I can say is that do you have any interest? Do you like to draw? Do you like to cycle? Do you like to go on hikes or anything like that? I would say focus on them. Focus as much as you can on these hobbies that you like to do. Because I used to have a lot of hobbies, but because I've spent all my time and energy on everything else apart from my hobbies, I didn't really develop any other great skill sets with the hobbies I was related to. For instance, one of them was drawing. I did enjoy drawing and I like drawing. If I could find my old art book, I could show you, my great art history. Um, but because I haven't drawn for so long, it's not my artistic skills is no longer developed or you know as great as it used to be. So that's why my personal advice would say is try to do something what you like, your hobbies. Try start from there. Don't try to do all of them at once. Think of one hobby that you like to do, you do enjoy, and it's something you can you can learn, you can develop the skills on. I would say that do that and see where it leads you to. You never know. Life is always full of ups and downs, and you never know where it would take you to. All right, before I waste any more time with my yapping, let's move on to the fourth set of 10 reps of push ups. All right, let's work out together. Here we go. Resetting the camera. Okay, and setting myself into position. Oh, oh, okay, here we go. One, two, three, four, five, six, seven, eight, nine. Oh my goodness. Okay. Trying to do them as fast as possible because I can't bear the tiredness and the pain because I'm old. Oh my goodness. Oh, hello? Who is this? Who is this pervert telling me? Showing off my body. Do I look like some stripper? Unless you throw me some money, then I'll think about it. But no, I will not show you my body so easily. Do I look like a harlot to you? How dare you? Oh, anyway, that was interesting. I never normally get chats, but that's the first time I got chats. And that is a funny one. That's a funny one. But anyway, am I sexy, you're asking? No, not really. That's why I'm wearing the mask. I mean, it should be obvious as to why I'm wearing a mask. But at the same time, the reason why I'm wearing a mask is people, I mean, not many people know about my story, and I don't really share it. And I am actually making a long form YouTube video to explain why I'm wearing a mask. But I shall give you the preview as to why I wear the mask. Mainly it's because I want to keep my privacy. I don't want people to know who I am in life. I've seen too many stories, I've seen too many live streamers that they've all got stalked and doxxed and all these kind of stuff. I don't want to be a victim of that, and I do not want to have everyone that knows me when I go out on the streets. Just, I want my own personal life as well. If I go to a cafe, I want to be able to enjoy the cafe I'm in, read my book, or go on my phone or the laptop or whatever. I enjoy my peace and quiet. I mean, I don't mind if people say hi to me, but not every day or every time. So that is why I'm wearing a mask, just to keep my privacy. And if you're wondering if I am good looking, well, I like to say confidently, I am average. Yeah, so yeah, that's basically it about my origin story of why I wear the mask and call myself Anime Mask Guy. I mean, Anime Mask Guy really is just because I like anime and I make a mask for my face, and I am a guy. That's pretty much it. And the face is meant to look like sort of a very simple anime face. I don't know. Well, reminisce of an anime anyway. Oh, anyway, before I yap any longer, on to my next workout. I mean, my next set, my last set. 10 reps, 5th set. So, here we go. Here we go. How are you all doing with the push-ups? You're doing well? Are you able to do more than I am? If you are, please let me know. So I would love to know how many you guys are able to do. Ooh. Okay, in position. Now, here we go. 2, 3, 6. Oh my goodness. Oh, that's the push-up done. Oh, for those of you who don't know, I'm actually multi-streaming right now. Yes, even though I am a boomer on the internet and the ways of social media, I am multi-streaming. I've learned how to multi-stream. It's a stupid way. I'm using 2 different applications to multi-stream because I am too much of a cheapskate to go pay for the pro version. Because I don't know how many of you know about it, but they cost quite an exorbitant price for it. I think they're charging about, if I remember correctly, £60 to £100 for a pro user, which is a bit of a scam, really. And I really want to say, why does Twitch and Kick doesn't have the button that says go live? The only one I think I know so far, if I remember correctly, is YouTube. YouTube is the only one I know you can actually click go live. Why is it that Twitch and Kick doesn't. Oh, for those of you who don't know, I'm actually going live on Twitch, YouTube, and Kick. But nonetheless, why is it that Twitch and Kick doesn't have the function that says go live? Now, my only explanation is either two things. My laptop is too old, and it can't load the function for that says go live. Or, which I am strongly inclining on, which I believe as well, and this is the actual truth, is that they purposely make you go on these other streaming platforms to pay for it. Because I believe Twitch and Kick is in partnership with these platforms, these applications. That's how they get the extra money. So that's what I'm believing, more inclined to believing that's what they're doing. That's why they may have got rid of their go live button, because I don't know. I'd never used Twitch or Kick before, so I'm only recently using it. So I like to assume that Twitch and Kick used to have the go live button, but no longer has it. Anyway. Oh, I'm so tired. Anyway, I'm only going to stream for 30 minutes anyway, and this is it. I've finished my simple workout, 5 push-ups, 10 reps, 5 sets. Now, I would love to stream a bit longer, but I'm a busy adult. I've got other things to do. So unfortunately, this will be the end of this live stream. And I've also learned something as well, that YouTube is the only one that would actually save my stream. So if you want to re-watch the stream, go on my YouTube page, which is, Anime Mask Guy. If you type it in there, you should be able to find me, hopefully. Fingers crossed. I think it's this way, it's fingers crossed. But anyway, this is Anime Mask Guy, and I'm enjoyed everyone being here on the stream, watching me doing this self-punishment of push-ups and hearing me yapping as well for this long. So, appreciate everyone for coming here to my stream and just to watch me do some wacky thing and just listening to me. So I'll see you next week, Monday. Definitely see you next week, Monday, because I'm not on holiday next week. Hopefully around either 6:30 or 7 p.m. If not, latest will be around 8 p.m. if I'm working overtime again. But yeah, this is Anime Mask Guy signing out.